Today I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10 as a virtual machine using Oracle Virtualbox. The first step is to download the software from Microsoft. It's as simple as going to Google, and searching for the download. The first hit, scrolling down, you'll find the software. You'll want the 64-bit edition in English. I've already downloaded the software to make it a little bit faster. Here we have the Oracle Virtualbox Manager. The first step is to click New. You'll name your machine, selecting your type as Microsoft Windows. Your version, you're going to want to select Windows 8.1 64-bit. It is the closest driver set to Windows 10, and then select Next. 2048 is more than enough to run this machine, but in the interest of time, I'm going to increase the RAM up to 11 gigabytes. You're going to create a new virtual hard drive, as selected here. Virtual disk image is the default setting and will work just fine. You'll want to dynamically allocate the hard drive. You can set it to whatever size you like, but it will only use the amount that it's actually required. In this case, I'm going to select 50 gigabytes as the maximum size, and my file location, I'm going to put it on my desktop so it's easy to find. And then select Create. Once you've seen it down here, you highlight it, click Settings, and you can go through and make sure everything looks okay. Under the System, I'm going to increase the CPU count to 3, again to save some time. To display is okay. The storage, you can see the hard drive you've created here, Win10 VDI. The IDE controller you're going to select. You're going to select the disk over here, and you can see the DVD ISO that I've already downloaded from Microsoft. Select that. Under the SATA controller, because I am using a machine with a solid state drive, I can select solid state, which will speed up the installation even further. You can enable or disable Windows. If you'd like to have an internet connection, you'll want to select either NAT or bridged adapter from the network settings. I'm going to go with NAT. Will allow updates. If you need to share a folder or create a serial port or USB, you can do that from here as well, but it's not necessary in this case. Once done, you can select Start. This process from start to finish should take a little less than 10 minutes. I will be cutting out some areas where Windows is installing some updates and some features that are not necessary for you to see. The first step is going to be selecting the language. Of course, the default is English because that is the download we chose. And then select Install Now. It will only take a moment, and you will have a choice of where to install it, as well as asking you to accept the licensing policy that Microsoft has put in place. This is a custom install because it's a brand new installation, so select Custom. And the only hard drive you have an option of is the one you've already created, so you can click Next. At this point I'm going to pause the video because this step can take 2 or 3 minutes, and I will pick it up after the machine has rebooted. We're back. We've been down for about 2 minutes waiting for the reboot. At this point we're going to be selecting the settings in the machine. You can go between the Express settings or you can customize it. For simplicity's sake, we'll go with the Express settings in this case. Be selecting whether you want to use a Microsoft or a local account. I will be selecting a local account, so in this case, create a new account. And on this screen, instead of signing up for a Microsoft account, you can click Sign In without a Microsoft account, which brings you into a Windows 7 style local account setup. In this case, I'll use my name. I do not need a password or a password hint, so I can click Finish. Again, I will pause the video for a moment while it finalizes the app installation. Windows is now finished installing applications, and we're taken to the home screen. Typical Windows 7 recycle bin. There's also a welcome preview video, and you'll notice at the bottom the bar looks very much like Windows 8.1. The big difference here being that when you click your Start button, you have a Windows 7 and a Windows 8 hybrid start menu. You do have some tablet style icons like the Metro interface in Windows 8 and 8.1, but you also have a full list of your programs like Windows 7. You can go to all apps as well and scan through, as opposed to having to go to the Metro style interface in the previous version. The other thing I like about this model is that you've got a power button right here. Instead of having to go with the charms on the right hand side of the screen, you can select power options and shut down right from the screen. That concludes the video. Thank you.